What are the pitfalls of using an unqualified solar inverter installer? Solar energy has been popular now in Australia for almost 15 years, with a lot of systems that are legacy, that are obviously having inverters replaced, potentially completely new systems, or even just the inverter itself. With a poorly or cheaply installed inverter, there's a number of issues that can obviously arise. Obviously the performance and the output of the system, but also around the warranty. If the system and inverter isn't installed to the manufacturer's guidelines, say the cable size is too small, the isolators or the connectors aren't the right size or the right type, then the warranty from the manufacturer, should an issue arise, will actually cease to exist, and the manufacturer would push back to the installer. The issue that we see there time and time again with people that are calling through to the office is the inverter manufacturer has gone out of business, or they push back against the warranty if they are still around. But the worst part is the installer's not here. So if they've gone back and said, this is an installer error, we're not having our warranty obviously present for that, what do you do in that situation? And more often than not, the answer really is to replace the inverter, or potentially even the whole system again, to bring it up to the manufacturer's requirements, and also the requirements, obviously the safety guidelines, the Australian standards, which one would think would be pretty straightforward, but to install a solar inverter, really you just need a license. It's not something that requires a huge amount of experience and skill. It should do, because obviously those are the people you want to seek out and work with, and obviously source the reviews and other stories. But it's obviously a growing, emerging industry that you get a lot of different trades and other people in there. Recently, in Southeast Queensland, there was a pretty reputable, long-standing company that went into liquidation at the end of last year. A few of their clients actually got in touch with us, being quite close, because we use the same brand of inverter, just to inspect the system, because either there'd been an error on the inverter monitoring, or the inverter was shutting down, or anything else. And from safety inspection, from an audit, the cable size that was used was too thin. It wasn't the appropriate cable size. So obviously the voltage and the heat and other things building up over time through that system were causing the inverter to derate at certain times, and even shut down through peak times of the day when obviously the temperature was too high, or other things that occurred, just simply because of that cable being incorrect. Using that cable might save $20, $30 for the installer, but obviously if a cheap system is going in there, or cheap installation, every dollar needs to be cut to even make a profit or even remain neutral. So in a lot of those instances, the manufacturer has then obviously pushed back to say, look, this needs to be adjusted. The installer that put it in obviously hadn't done that to code, so it fell onto the homeowner to replace that cable to bring that system up to standard, and obviously maintain a safe operational system over time. The key message that we try and convey through any of these videos, any of the blogs that we do, really is just please seek out a qualified installer, whether that be us or somebody else locally to you. Look for somebody that's been around for a number of years, that's got really good reviews, not necessarily perfect reviews. You want to really source out if there are any poor reviews that are on there, what's the common theme there? Is it something to do with the installation or something else? Because every company is going to have a little hiccup here or there, but ultimately just find somebody that you can trust, that's listening to what you want to achieve, and ultimately presenting the end goal that you've got in mind. Thanks.